Hello everyone, welcome back to Laser Penguin Games. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Poison Sorc in Diablo 2 MXL Sigma. And let's go ahead and get right into the skills first. Okay, so we'll start with the reward skills. I'm going to put 5 in Symbol of Isu, 1 in Force Blast, 1 in Twilight Havoc, and I maxed out Witchblood. You're basically not going to get spell damage here, but the for me, 200 life after each kill is it just helps heal a lot. The other skills don't really help us too much with what we're doing, since we're pretty much going to be poisoning and running away anyway. Okay, so for our main poison tree, this is where you gotta decide if you want to be farming like Foss or Dunk, or do you want to be going for bosses. So right now I am more of a single target boss build, so I ended up putting my points into Arachnomancy, so I maxed that out. You'll see here I put in 10 into Vengeful Power just to cap the max physical resist at 20%. But if you want to use Miasma or Renato for farming, you can go with those instead for more of an area effect. Slightly less damage obviously, but you're going to kill more mobs that way, but I am definitely going with the single target. I have 1 in Hive. This is just a buff that's going to give us 25% conversion from vitality to energy. We're going to be trying to not actually have this damage go off, because it will not stack with our other poison damage, but the good thing is it is only short range, so we're going to be casting long range attacks, and the damage on Hive will almost never go off. So for our arcane tree here, 1 in Immersion, capped out Familiar. We're going to want all the bonus skills here and the energy buff bonus. And these are also just extra free damage, physical damage. So once I'm all buffed up, you'll see these are going to do about 2,500 damage each, which is just extra physical damage. So we're basically going to be poison physical. And I didn't put any other points in any of these trees. But I did go to this page here, and I actually decided to go with lightning as my second tree, because the buffs are just better than the other trees. I'm not really going to be casting any of the spells, so I just wanted the buffs. So I put 1 in Fork Lightning, 1 in Thunderstone, 1 in Tempest. I capped out Warp Armor to get a big defense bonus and some chance to avoid damage. And then the remaining points I had left over, I dumped into Nova Charge, and this is going to push this up to, I guess, 50% of our dexterity is going to be converted into extra energy, and this is also going to periodically do damage, lightning damage and stun. So just another free bonus damage for running around. I think you only need to put it up to, I think, 6 points or something. So you could just dump 6 in here as well, and then put an extra 6 in one of the AoE skills if you wanted to, but I just went full single target build right now. And that's pretty much it for the skills. So if we look at our stats here, I just put enough into strength and dexterity to wear my gear. And then I did put quite a bit in vitality. I only got up to 11,000 HP, and then I dumped the rest in energy. And you'll see that it's going to actually get buffed even more when we use the rest of our skills. Now for the actual gear. Okay, so for a weapon I am using Grave Talon, and this has some weird ice elemental stuff that we just don't really care about. We're still going to summon the ice elemental, and sometimes we're just going to have one out, because 100% chance to cast it on kill. So we're just going to have one ice elemental to help tank sometimes, which is kind of nice, but this is just six of sword skills. I added poison damage, spell damage, and cast speed to it. You don't really particularly need more cast speed, but I wanted to get up to over 100, so just if I wanted to spam some some AoE things, then it worked out well. But this is going to give us the Poison Pierce, and then I added some Neph runes for bonus poison skill duration. So most of our items are going to be, I guess, geared towards skills, and Pierce and poison duration, and then also we're going to have some spell damage as well. A helmet we're going to be using is the Crown of the Black Rose. Now this does go up to 3 skills, but it is everything you want for for any poison build. It's going to give us Pierce damage. We're going to get some life regen, and then also it's doubling the effect of the poison spell damage orbs we added, and then we just put more Neph runes in. So I mean, if you want to see them, they're not there is a few items that have jewels, which you'll probably be interested in. The amulet I'm going to be using is Galalaf, and this is just more of everything we need, just more Pierce, more duration. The sacrifices, if you end up with a some sort of reanimate death skill, or proc, you might be able to get some reanimates by using the sacrifices that way, but I don't really have any, so I don't use it. The shield I'm using is Nexus. This is just all about more poison skill duration here, and I guess some armor as well. I will show you the jewels. So I just added poison spell damage jewels in here. Boots are just crafted, just shimmering shrines. So I just basically tried to prioritize getting the highest poison I could with some movement speed. Again, just adding Neph runes, and then also you got some stats and life bonus. My rings are just rares with poison pierce and poison damage and 1 all skills. The belt I am using is Ashira's armor, and this is just going to give us a bit more toughness. Put some poison life jewels in here. Oh, we got physical resist, more energy, more damage. There's another poison ring here, and then we definitely want crafted gloves for this build, which is going to give us 2 to Sorc skills and a bunch of other poison damage and pierce as well. And then I'll also fill this with Neph runes. And our final piece is Benefica, and this is a fantastic poison armor for Sorc. Also, I had a nice ethereal armor for this one with an indestructible jewel, and this is going to give us a ton of more bonus poison skill duration. We're going to get skills. We're going to get a ton more poison spell damage, poison pierce, tons of armor. Just everything, everything you need. You can go ahead and look at the jewels if you want. Mostly just poison damage and life. And also you need the one, if you're using an ethereal armor like I did, you're going to need some indestructible. And that's pretty much it for all the gear. Now we're going to go do, I guess, a boss fight. So we're going to go do Belial for this to show you some single target. I will probably try to see if I can push this on some other bosses too, but first I'm going to summon all my familiars up to 7 here. And which one are you? Alright. Then I'm going to buff with my Nova Charge and Hive. And I'm going to summon 1 Ice Elemental. And then, oh yeah, I guess if you haven't seen it yet in my other sorceress builds, in my offhand I have Cersei, which is going to give 24 to Bloodlust. And then in the other hand, we got a 2 skill shield with 6 sockets full of knee runes to extend the duration. So these two are a great combo together for any Sorc build. You're going to want these. And we're going to go ahead and Bloodlust. Alright, so we do have the key already. So we're going to go ahead and open that. And let's see how we can do here versus Belial. But right now I have Force Blast on my left click to reduce the damage of the enemies, and then I just right click my poison. And also you only have to click it once, but I'm spam clicking anyways. It's basically, you'll see that it's doing, I guess, 1.2 million, which is the highest damage build I've really ever done so far. But it is over time, so you do have to wait on the damage a bit. But you can just cast it and then kind of run away. You'll see when I get to the boss here. But the cats do a decent amount of damage by themselves, so they're just going to go attack as long as you can get them over. Let's go ahead and reveal the map. Pretty happy with this after the disaster that was my poison necromancer. It was one of my earlier builds that I definitely had a lot less knowledge of the game, and it definitely was bad, but it was a learning experience. And now we can take everything we've learned to make a much better poison build. I have around 100 poison pierce right now, and I think having a little more would be nice, but I like to just get it over 100, and then so you'll see here that I don't really have to go anywhere near the boss. I can kind of just poison them and run away. I guess you really don't want to go near the boss either, because you don't want your hive poison to hit anything. You want to make sure it's your arachnomancy. Oh, did he summon a new guy? That one's, I need to find out where he is. Is he top here? Okay, there we go. So I'm just gonna poison both, and then you can just run away. And let him cast around. The good thing too is when he turns into a rat, it'll just auto target anyway. You can just spam click it around there, and it'll take him out. I'm killing the clones like very fast here, and he's just dead. Like it's what's he? This has been the best build to farm this anyway. I might actually try and just get the trophy to add to sleep now, because this is pretty easy on this build. Ooh, that's really bad. Oof, that's a bad one. I'm gonna toss that. But yeah, not bad for a poison build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Hello everyone who made it to the end of the video. This is Laser Pen Games, reminding you to smash that like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps out. And if you're looking for even more content, check out my Patreon here, where I post exclusive video content every month, and you'll have access to all of that.